Hi everyone, it's Jen. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be doing something a little different. We are going to be making a quilt block out of paper. And I've seen the barn quilts and I really want to do that, but I got to thinking today that we have all kinds of pattern paper, kind of look like, you know, resemble fabric and so forth, and I thought that would make really cute artwork. And so I came home and I made this one. I got the pattern off Pinterest and made this one just a little bit ago. Then I got to thinking I'll try another one, and so I'm going to try this one right here. And I want to give credit to the person whom I am finding this quilt block pattern from. And it comes from the website myessentialpassions.com. The creator of this pattern is Wendy Russell. So this is what I'm going for. I'm not using these colors, but I'm going to try to use this pattern. Just put it right there in front of me. Okay. To start off, I'm using a 12 by 12 piece of craft cardstock as my base, and that's what I'm going to adhere all my pieces to. And I'm going to use score tape to adhere them down. You could use glue, you know, whatever kind of adhesive you wanted. If you use this, once you stick your paper down, it is stuck. So there's no repositioning it whatsoever. And I'm thinking probably with a project like this, a repositional adhesive would probably be better, but this is what I'm going with for now. My plan is to laminate them. So after I get done piecing them together, laminating them, maybe framing them or something, I don't know, turning them into, you know, artwork. Excuse me. So to get started, what we're going to do is lay down some adhesive. And I'm going to start out with some very, very basic quilt patterns, or I say basic. Some of them have all kinds of shapes and diamonds and, you know, I don't even know what. But these that I'm doing are basically squares that are either kept as a square or they're cut in half and made triangles. So it's, you know, very easy to put together, in my opinion. So I'm going to peel these off. I've already cut my pieces. So I have, what I started out with was 2 by 2 squares, and I'm going with this fuchsia color, some bright green, and then I have my pattern paper here as my accent pieces. So for most of them, I cut the squares in half for triangles, but some of the pink ones we're going to use as whole squares. Alright, so now we'll start laying pieces down. I'm just going to follow my pattern. I can see it ahead of me, and I know that, you know, the certain pieces I want certain colors. So this first one here, I want green at the very tip top in the corner. And obviously this is like anything when you're setting the foundation of something, you want it to be level and right because it kind of sets the whole scheme of things for the rest of the project. Okay, so we lined that one up. Now we're going to grab a pink piece and put it on here, just like that. Now we need a pink square. Lay it against there. The squares that I made with the first one, these were 3 by 3 squares, and I'm thinking, you know, that was really, really good for my first project because they were a lot easier to work with. The smaller the pieces, I can tell, the easier it's going to be to get off track and so forth. And it might be helpful even, and I will probably do this next time, if I use my scoreboard and I score 2-inch lines. You know what? I'm going to actually probably do that real fast. Then that way it will keep me in line. You're not going to see the score lines because it's going to be covered up with paper. Okay, so I've already put adhesive there, so I can't do that. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go down and we're going to put score lines at every 2 inches. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And then we'll turn it this way. And I have adhesive down here, but that's okay. And we're going to do it again. 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. Okay. So I don't know if you can see that or not, but that's going to keep me in line. And I should have thought of that a long time ago. As in 15 minutes ago. But that's okay. For future projects, that's a very helpful tip. Okay, here. Okay, so there's the quilt block that I made, and it's a little bit off on the corners. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my trimmer and make sure that I'm against the top up here, and I'm going to just put my track down so I can tell when I get everything lined up right. So I'm basically just cutting off that little strip of empty background back there. So that we have a nice clean edge. I'm going to do that on all 4 sides, and then I'll laminate it. And that one, see, I love them. They're so much fun. And if you can sit down and just kind of figure out what papers you want to go into what places, it's actually, it's a lot of fun. Okay, guys, we'll see you next time.